champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Commanders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Ultra. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, Fields. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Fields on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
The Niners. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Sly able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moved.
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 10 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Vedvik now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Pollard going to try the right side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action. It's Fields. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Justin Fields.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A huge play there for Washington. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Lance now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Lance. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of McLaurin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an... He's got a man, complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On play action, Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down throw, Fields. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On play action, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Herb Smith Jr. from 13 yards out. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Commanders 45, 49ers 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish this game. He's having now 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Lance now on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lance. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw, it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Lance. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go, set. Ultra.
Desperation time here. Lance. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have bucked the...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Ready. Steal. Check, steal.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Pollard. Powering forward. 70 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.